What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and once again we strap into a 1,400-pound, 800-horsepower land missile with a giant fuel tank, and only one speed going forward, because it's sprint car racing from Phoenix. This is the old Phoenix before they NASCARized it entirely and jacked the banking up and basically made a terrible circuit even worse. Not really a fan of Phoenix, but hey, why not? It's been a while since I've driven the sprint car, unfortunately, because I really wanted to run the sprint car more this season, but hey, we're running it here today. We got a 40-lap race. We're starting 13th of 13 cars, but we do have lucky car number 7, so I guess that's a good thing. So, really just hoping that we aren't the first caution, as usual with the sprint car race. So, let's get going.
Yep.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Car outside. Clear outside.
It's not a whole lot of grip here. Turn 1, turn 2, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely not exactly easy. I have a good feeling, though, that this race will be largely about survival. And again, that could just be because I suck at driving this car. The way I drive it, I get in the corner, correct everything that's gone terribly wrong, and then hopefully we're pointed somewhat in the right direction to get back on the throttle. I'm not sure that's exactly how you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I have to do it. Big time sideways. Of course, this car does still have the old tire model, so tire wear should be somewhat of an issue. Also imagine somewhat at Phoenix here that the right rear tire is going to take somewhat of a bit of abuse. I was struggling down to turn 1 and 2. Struggling everywhere, but 1 and 2 most specifically.
Car inside. Clear.
Not going to be too aggressive. I really just want to survive. I know it might not be the most exciting thing, but this car's just a beast. Well, let me assure you, I'm not just riding around, you know, halfway to my ability or anything like that. I'm actually trying, and this is all as good as I'm doing. That's some terrible grammar. I gotta say, even though I absolutely suck at this car, I like this car a lot. Really interested to see what ends up happening when they get the new tire model version 5 on this puppy, which should happen because they said the reason the sprint car and Silver Crown don't have the current new tire model version 4 point whatever is because it's just too light, too much horsepower. Which basically means that it just doesn't work out well for the tire, which is why it's still on the old tire model, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because the old tire model had a lot of oversteer and a lot of lack of grip, which these cars kind of have anyways. So it's not necessarily the worst thing ever that it's on the old tire model. Could be much worse. Guessing that guy didn't really damage his car even though he got into the wall. Car's starting to feel a little bit better, a little bit more hooked up now. Knock on wood. It's really those first 5-10 laps and the tires are cold, not up to pressure. But this car is just absolutely terrifying. Not that it suddenly becomes a tame little putty cat, but again, a big slide there at the middle of the corner. Really not sure what I can do about that. Just sort of my lack of oval experience relative to my road course racing. Did a little bit better there. Just kind of carry the throttle up throughout the corner just a little bit. So apparently the secret is, at least so far that I've found out here in this race, is don't actually let off the throttle. Again, I guess that really shouldn't be all that surprising given that it is on the old tire model, as well as the fact that as for a differential, I believe this puppy has nothing. Just axles, you know, just straight into the tires. At least the thing is with the sprint cars, even if I'm rolling around here in the last, it still should be fairly exciting for you guys to watch, because this is really kind of intense just to drive, let alone race.
20 more laps.
It's the halfway point of this race. I mean, anyone who can drive this thing and race this thing cleanly and really fast hats off to you. Anyone who does it in real life may just have balls akin to the Isle Man TT guys. I'm deadly serious when I say that. These cars are just so stupid. Well, the good news is we haven't really lost any spacing. So the guy in front of me, as well as the cars in front of him up the road there. So you never know, maybe we get a caution or something, and you know, obviously being at the back, we could go ahead and change tires. No penalty. I said we don't want to be the caution. There's our first hint of understeer there. Okay, I really don't want to finish last of the cars still running. I mean, technically I did move up a spot, but that's because the guy was having connection issues, so that doesn't really count. No! No! No!
Flag is out. Line up single file. You've got wheel damage.
No.
The road is closed. Catch the 12 car. Your car has too much damage.
No!
We've got to fix it. Catch the plant.
No! No!
Catch the 2 car. Catch the 3 car.
Oh god, this car is going to be next to impossible to drive back around. Oh god. Come on. Come on, iRacing gods. Please just let me finish this race.
Pace car in the dog leg.
I had nothing to do with that. The guy just got on the wall and I just happened to be the innocent guy that got stuck there. Oh man. And I switched my button, so I'm not gonna be able to select any of this crap. Probably should have just pitted. It's not gonna matter if I enter a closed pit, but dang, man. You gotta be kidding me. But I can be sneaky. There we go. Having to think on my toes on that one. Woo! We were burning up that right front. It's pretty impressive.
Pit road is now open.
I can't believe that. We were not doing all that good, but we were on the track and we weren't wrecking. I guess I was inadvertently the first caution, which...
Not worth a shit. Tried to free it up to where I can't stand it at the beginning of the race to help myself, and not enough.
I want to know how free of a car he's running, that he's running it to the point he can't stand it.
You got 10 laps to go.
Okay, hopefully these will be quick repairs. Hopefully. Fudge! I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the repairs.
Was that a Ohio club live looking?
I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the repairs here. Even though I'm not sure if the car is gonna be drivable. I'm not gonna even bother trying to stay on the lead lap because it's not gonna really do anything. We're gonna see here what happens though. Because I figure I'd like to get back out on track because there's only going to be 8 laps or so left. So, by my figuring, there's going to probably be a wreck, which means that there's going to be guys who are on pit road. So maybe it actually would be beneficial to go ahead and leave pit road, come back around, get my required repairs finished up then. But I'm too lazy for that. Not going to lie, but... Anyways, I apologize for the relative lack of videos around here recently. Just not had a lot of time, just not really had a lot of interest for, sim racing, which is natural. I'm pretty cyclical with things because, well, that's the best way to keep burnout from setting in. By that I mean, getting tired of it, not the game burnout, But plus the fact that getting my car sorted out in the real world obviously is it's taking a lot longer than it should. AKA, I still have to go back down to the dealer that lives, the car dealer that's like 30 minutes away again for the 4th time this week. So pretty crazy. And my wheel is totally turning to the right now. We are.
Yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Past the pace car.
See?
The 4 car.
You never know. You never know.
Past the pace
Yeah,
car.
we'll do. I really wish they had changed the pace car, by the way. I'm just like tired of seeing that Mustang. I should probably unmute it. Probably missed all the yelling and screaming and all that stuff. Actually, in this series, it's not yelling and screaming. It's usually just my bad and all that good stuff. Because Sprint Car has a great field of drivers who...
You're going into pit, Mike. Tell me to let you back.
Great field of drivers who are very respectful and mature. So if you're looking for, pretty much as close as you can come to a league-type environment within iRacing on the oval side, this series and the Silver Crown, pretty darn good. There might be others out there, but these 2 series I've run in, a couple of times now. Always very respectful racing, which really does make things more fun, in my opinion, especially when you get to know the other drivers and you guys see each other racing every week, and you get to learn that maybe one guy is...
I'm not sure if he spun the wheels, Mike. I think he actually got the wall at the right rear tire first.
Pit road is
And you get to learn, who drives like what their tendencies are. Are they aggressive? Are they, really mild and they'll let you go, in most situations? Or, what's going on with that, which really, in my opinion, makes things a whole lot more fun because, well, it's more fun that way. So we're going to go ahead and crank that over. We're going to replace tires again because I don't think I can actually deselect them thanks to my control oversight. I had to mute a guy and I forgot what my button on my steering wheel was for. So I was just like, I don't think I'm using that button. Turns out I am using that button for a pretty darn important use. So, hey, we all have fails. But, actually, how many laps we got left? No, no, no! I think that might have just been a fail to the highest degree. Oh, shoot. I gotta get going. Because if, in theory, I'm thinking, I'm not sure if we're on the same lap, but I think we are. If I can beat this guy out, I think I might be able to end up hop, skipping, and jumping over him. Okay, he's a lap ahead, but he's still on pit road. We got 2 to go, so we'll see what happens. Because our car is drivable. It's not fast at all. It's probably unsafe at any speed, but you know, with only, we're gonna have what, 3 laps left?
You've got 5 laps to go.
We're gonna have 4 to go when we get the green. Yeah, so that's gonna move us ahead of him. He's still on pit road, so I'm hoping, although I'm not thinking this is very likely, that if he stays on pit road while I'm still going around, that I can at least get a lap ahead of him. Well, not going to happen because he's back on track, which means that in all likelihood he's going to pass us because my car is totally hosed. But, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Get ready, going green.
Heck, who knows how damaged his car is.
The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. You've got 2 laps to go.
Just need to hold him off for 2 laps. Hang on. Hang on for dear life.
1 more lap to go.
Two corners, and we can officially say we really improved our starting position. I cannot describe how happy I am with that.
There's the flag, it's over.
I'm not happy I ended up in this position because of that wreck. That really, I just happened to be the guy that got caught up in, and you know, that's how it is. I mean, that's just racing incident 101 right there. But you know, like I said, you stick with it, pull your mind out of the ice box on pit road, and notice, oh hey, I can gain a position if I play it smart, and that's what we did. That's what we did, and we gained a position, even though we were 2 laps down. So,
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
and I'd just like to point out, look in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That's how bent my steering is right now, and was since the accident. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So that's that. Now my pit crew's dancing because they got a car to fix. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.